What's up, everybody? My name is Tesmer. I'm a farmer's insurance agent here in Southern California, and today we're going to go into why you shouldn't buy Geico Insurance. So basically, everybody knows Geico because their commercials are all over the place and they're extremely cheap, but there's a reason why they're extremely cheap. So if you don't know anything about your liability limits or what you're actually buying for your auto insurance, they're going to sell you the automatic state minimums and not tell you. So the reason I know this is because when I worked for a previous farmer's agent, we were doing some secret shopping. We were going to see, okay, what's the quoting process like, and maybe what do they do good or what do they do bad that we can, replicate or not replicate. So totally made up a fictional person and went ahead and called them and said, okay, my name is, John Doe, and I am a real estate broker here in San Diego, and I own a $1.5 million home, and I just bought this brand new $100,000 Mercedes. The gentleman on the other end of the phone went on to just give me the state minimum insurance, which is extremely dangerous. And for those of you who don't know, the state minimums here in California, and this can replicate to whatever state you're in if you're in the United States, because each states have different state minimums. But in California, it's three numbers: 15, 35. 15, the first number, is if you cause the accident, $15,000 for one person's accidents. So if I'm John and I hit Bob, I have $15,000 max for his medical bills. Then the next number, 30, that stands for $30,000. If I hit Bob and Susie in the same car, I have $30,000 for their medical bills. If it's Bob, Susie, and Billy in the car, it's still only $30,000 for everyone. If you cause damage to 2 people or 20 people, it's still $30,000 for everyone. Then the next number is 5,000, so that's 1535. The 5,000 stands for property damage, so that would be Bob's car. I only get $5,000 worth of damage to fix Bob's car. So you can imagine $15,000 for medical bills. How fast is that gone in a second? $30,000 for everyone's medical bills. If you cause an accident on the road, you're screwed. If you back up into somebody in a grocery store, you're gonna be fine. It's fender bender coverage, that's what it is. Anything else and you're screwed. And $5,000 worth of property damage is absolutely nothing. So think of a $5,000 car, right? It's a POC, right? And think of any other normal car, right? It's probably gonna cost around like $40,000 to $50,000. If you total that car, then you only have $5,000 from Geico to fix that car. The other 35 grand or whatever, however much the car costs, that's out of your pocket now. And the reason why Geico did so horrible on this was because I told the guy I'm a wealthy individual. Of course, that's a lie. But I said I have a $1.5 million home and I just bought a $100,000 car. You absolutely cannot offer somebody the state minimums if they have a ton of money to protect. That's the whole thing with insurance. The more you have to protect, the higher you want your limits to be. And the fact that he just offered that right off the bat and didn't ask any other questions, that is absolutely horrible. So the fact that people are buying Geico and they don't even know what they're buying. The person on the other end of the line didn't even explain what it was. So I can't think really of any other industry really where you're buying something and somebody just doesn't explain to you at all what it is. They think that just because you don't know, you're just gonna buy it, and they think that everybody thinks that insurance is the same and we're just gonna look at the price. But insurance is not the same at all. And the fact that they're selling this absolute POC insurance, it is just extremely dangerous. So if you have bought in Geico, Liberty Mutual, Mercury, pretty much every major insurance company that advertise on, look at you, the lowest price, chances are they gave you the state minimums and you don't even know it and you're driving around on it, and it's extremely dangerous. So if you actually want a good agent who's going to properly insure you, who's going to ask you, what do you want to protect? What do you have? What kind of assets do you have? Call me and I'd be more than happy to go over your financial situation with you and see how we can best work the premium to match with how much you want to protect. We'll go over everything together. to match the insurance that best suits you. So I just wanted to clear that up and make sure that people are knowing what they're buying. So if you actually want a good agent who's going to go over everything with you, give me a call. My name is jtesmer. I'm a farmer's agent here in Southern California. I can write all of the entire state of California. So give me a call. My number and email are below. I'd be more than happy to get you proper insurance. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.